In the early days of Abraham's journey, he traveled with his wife Sarai and their household from the land of Canaan to Egypt. There was a severe famine in Canaan, and in Egypt they hoped to find relief and sustenance. The land along the Nile was lush, a stark contrast to the arid deserts they had passed through, and it seemed like a refuge from the hardships they'd encountered. However, as they drew closer to Egypt, Abraham grew troubled. He looked at his wife Sarai, who was beautiful even in her later years, and a fearful thought crossed his mind. He said to her, "I know what a beautiful woman you are. When the Egyptians see you, they will say, 'This is his wife.' Then they will kill me, but let you live." To protect himself, Abraham made a request of Sarai that would later bring unexpected consequences. "Say you are my sister, so that I will be treated well for your sake, and my life will be spared because of you." And so, they agreed to keep their true relationship hidden, trusting in their plan more than in God's protection at that moment. As they entered Egypt, the Egyptians indeed noticed Sarai's beauty. Word of her grace reached Pharaoh's court, and she was taken to Pharaoh's palace. Pharaoh treated Abraham well on account of Sarai, and Abraham acquired sheep, cattle, male and female servants, camels and donkeys, increasing his wealth. Yet, despite the material gain, his heart must have been heavy with the knowledge that Sarai was in the palace of another man, far from his protection. But God was watching over them. Although Abraham's faith faltered, God remained faithful. He brought severe plagues upon Pharaoh and his household because of Sarai. The sudden misfortune fell upon Pharaoh as a warning, an act of divine intervention that exposed the truth of Sarai's identity. Pharaoh summoned Abraham and, with anger mixed with disbelief, confronted him. "What have you done to me?" Pharaoh demanded. "Why didn't you tell me she was your wife? Why did you say, 'She is my sister,' so that I took her to be my wife? Now then, here is your wife. Take her and go." Ashamed, Abraham realized the extent of his actions. In trying to protect himself, he had allowed a lie to endanger others. He had relied on his own plans rather than trusting God fully. Pharaoh ordered Abraham to leave Egypt, sending him away with his wife and all their possessions. They left Egypt with more wealth than they had brought, but the experience was a sobering lesson for Abraham. He saw the cost of fear and deception and understood the importance of trusting God even when circumstances seemed dire.